Amen to the first person who get it. Computer, get it, you faster on the computer this morning. Well done. Well done. Sister Charlene. Alright, don't worry about it. Okay, let's slide to you. Romans 1:18. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness. Did the Bible say some ungodliness? Anybody? Or all? All ungodliness. And that same all is for all unrighteousness of men, who hold the truth in unrighteousness. So they hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God had shewed it unto them. That shewed is not shew, you know. Shew, I want to see, you know. God showed them. God showed them the way. For the invisible things of Him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. The sun, the moon, the stars, all these things are held by invisible things like gravity. Invisible. So He has been showing us invisible things, being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. When I say here a hard verse like this, a hard scripture like this, here's what the Bible is saying, that they are without excuse. To Abigail. This is not a hyper grace sermon this morning. There is no such thing as hyper grace in this when it comes to this. This is not the Old Testament. This is the New Testament. This is not the Old Testament where you can say, well, oh, God changed it. God changed the laws. This is what some people want to do, you know. Yeah. And in all danger to themselves. I know this is why there was so much struggle this week. There was so much struggle in my life to reach here this morning to say this, to make this sermon clear. Because the right thing, sometimes the devil tries to stop you from saying the right thing. And look at what it's not me saying it, you know, it's the Bible saying it. Paul is saying this. Paul is saying this to everybody, to all the churches too, not just the people outside there. When we read the word of God, it is for us. Yeah. Not just the ones who are outside there. And they say, well, okay, the unrighteous is outside there. No. We could become unrighteous at times. We could become like that sometimes. And not something rough to all is not all here, I'm talking about in general. But we want the church to be a holy place. And we still we know the truth, because the Bible says here, what the Bible said, I probably will read it back over. But let me continue. Wait. Hold on. Let me not continue now. Let me go through it again. For the invisible things of Him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead. So sometimes they see the power of God. They see all that. So they are without excuse. Yes. Right. They are without excuse. You will say, well, Pastor, we're not supposed to judge. Thank you. Say it back again now. Say it back again. That is the word of God. I'm not judging you, know. The word of God tells me. So why would the word of God, why would they bring forth? Why would God bring forth the word of God to me? If I am not to use this as knowledge towards my life and towards those that are around me, why would the Bible do that? Why would God do that? I had to be crazy to not use what is in the Bible to do the right thing this morning. Verse 21 says, because that when they knew God, what did they do? Tell me. They glorified Him not as God. Does that tell you that there was a choice that was made? Yeah. A choice that was made? Yeah. Each person have a choice, right? Yeah. I was telling my uncle yesterday, we were talking while driving down into the airport. And I said, you know, I wonder about choice. I telling him that as he passed. I said, I wonder about choice, you know. Because to me, God have everything in the Word of God here for me to follow. Here it is. So I could follow it like a robot. But I choose not to follow it like a robot. Because I have no weaknesses. Because I'm stubborn. Because I don't want. Think about choice this morning. Think about choice this morning. Sometimes you have that choice there. You have the right. People say you have the right of the Fifth Amendment, the Fourth Amendment in the U.S. And so they use the Fifth and Fourth Amendment to cuss, to get on bad, to come and tell you, hey, you ain't good. You have a certain color or a certain this. And they find all kind of problems. They don't realize that the choice that they make put them away from the rules that God gave us to follow. We didn't even have to make too much of a choice. So when you have a choice, they say, boy, I have 5 different choices here. Better watch out there. Better watch out. You might think that might be a blessing. But if you choose the wrong choice, not based on God, what are you doing? You're putting yourself in some trouble. Brother, don't look confused, you know. Don't look confused. I'm just saying that that choice that was given is because He loves us. But He didn't leave us like that with the choice, that choice only. He gave us the rules to apply. He tells us what to do, the laws and the commandments, and He told us, like in this case, what would happen when we do not make that choice. Sister Abigail, oh gosh, I don't want to leave sour, you know. This is not a sour sermon this morning. It's a sermon of basic wisdom. You know, Brother Lennon say, but they're supposed to know. Brother Lennon, you're right. But the problem is, they don't know. I don't know how they don't know, Brother Lennon. But they don't know. Maybe they're not reading the Word of God. The Word of God is saying something here.
Correct.
If, watchman, this would have speak to me. This would have put something in my head and I get scared. If I had read this a few years ago. Not that I was a bad person, but because I know now what I'm seeing here, what God is saying. Because that, when they knew God, they glorified Him not as God. Now, that's a tricky thing, eh? Because you could know God. And if you put something higher than God, you will glorify whom? You will glorify God? No. This is why I have to be so careful now with my life. Because I start to realize the madness I was doing in my life as the pastor. I'm talking about even before. Now I have to ask myself, am I putting something higher than my God? Because you might say, well, oh, this is for the backslider. This is for the person. This is the person, when they knew God, they glorified Him not. So you will think of a person who, you know, outside of the world, they hear about Jesus, but they didn't stick with Jesus. It's not about that only. It's about each and every one of us this morning, even in the church. If we know God, can we put something higher than Him? Not according to the Word of God here. If you want to fight me afterwards, come and check me later. But I can't apologize for what I've seen here. But became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. You know what that tells me when I hear the foolish heart was darkened? It doesn't tell me the person is a bad person, you know. It says the foolish heart, meaning the person who was ignorant, not the bad ignorant we know, lack of knowledge. A person with lack of knowledge, it had to beat them up over it. It's real hard. But let me show you something here. The heart, when they have lack of knowledge, it leads to darkness. And this is why the Bible was created. You know, when we study, as somebody was saying, when we study medicine, we study all these different things. I don't want to take up too much time. We study all these different things. It's 10 different books, 20 different books you have to study. God give you one book. God give us one book, and we struggle to read it out. We struggle to read it out, but I guarantee you, it speaks about all the things. And it speaks about wisdom. It speaks about knowledge. It's not everything. Eh? Wisdom and knowledge is not everything, but it is a major part to it to play. Without wisdom and knowledge, you could still fight off the devil. And if you didn't have the wisdom and the knowledge, a foolish heart, I feel sorry for that person. I feel sorry if I have a foolish heart. I will feel sorry as well, because it means that I didn't acknowledge God because of the lack of wisdom that I had. Right? This is what God is saying. And 22 says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. That is why I'm also careful. I don't call myself the over wise. I don't say I'm too wise for something. If you have a problem, come and tell me. If you have an issue, let me hear. Because if I hear, at least I wouldn't be totally out of it. But as if I don't hear, then I will become an absolute, according to the word of God, a fool. Because I'll think I'm wise when I'm not wise. So we always have to be careful. Those who are wise, be careful. Those who are foolish, be careful. At all times, be careful. That is what the Bible is saying. At all times, do not consider yourself the greatest or the wisest. Do not consider yourself the most foolish and the whatever. Don't bother about those things. Just follow the word of God. Yeah. That is what this is saying here to me. And change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. I don't think I have to read more than that. But you could, 23, think about it. Read through 23 in your mind and think about what God talking about there. He's talking about changing what God is into the idols. Changing what God is. You see, God will never be a bird, you know. You have to understand. I'm laughing, but you have to understand something. God will never be a bird. God is God. As unique as He created each and every one of us, even though we are in His image and His likeness, we are unique in many different ways. You expect God to look like a bird? You expect God to look like, I'm not careful, I don't want to cross on anybody's religion. This is not about other people's religion, so I will not call any other a fish. I don't think anybody's worshiping fish, but yeah, okay, God will be a fish. No! He looks and breathes or whatever His own way. So He will never look like X, Y, and Z. He will look a little bit maybe in the image and likeness like us, but He will never look the same as us. He will never look the same as us. Other than Jesus, right? This is one of the most serious problems that we are facing in Christianity this morning. There is a line to be drawn. And if you cannot see it, you need to check yourself. You can turn to your neighbor and say, check yourself. Check yourself. Tell Pastor. Somebody tell the Pastor. Right, so you won't say that I'm pinpointing anybody outside here. Check yourself. If there's a line to be drawn. Check yourself. Check yourself. You check, man? Right. I knew my wife could check my old man. Alright. Check yourself. If you cannot see that there's a line to be drawn with church, then unfortunately, you are either turning a blind eye. This is not only about church, eh? I'm just talking about church right now. You are turning a blind eye, or are blinded altogether. Which the Bible talks about. We could all be fools. We don't know. You understand? You need to double check your motive. Leave it at the door. Leave it at the door if you can't, if you can't, leave it somewhere else. If you can't throw it away, leave it at the door until you can throw it away this morning. Right, like somebody checking you out there, you might checking you out. All right. You need to realize that God's church is a sacred and holy place. Amen. We all have a responsibility when we come here. That's right. I would see Daddy would pray in the morning and going through warfare every Sunday when he come to church. But we all have that responsibility. He was holding all that weight. He was holding all that, and he could have for a time being, but I guarantee you that nobody could hold the weight of the entire church. That's right. No man could hold the weight of the entire church. You know who's holding the weight of the entire church? God. Yes. Yes. God holds the entire weight of this church right now. So put it aside, pastor, leader, whatever. We have roles, but we do not hold the entire weight of this church. Neither do any pastor outside there. None of them holds the entire weight of this church. Don't forget it. It is God that holds the entire weight of this church. It is God that decides if a church will be or will not be. I'm not going on now, but we're going. To remain pure, to remain holy, acceptable unto God requires us to give up oneself so that it is not done our way or for our benefit first, but done for God's way and for God's benefit first. You see, that is why sometimes, Sister Abigail, you will not hear me comment about anything when you come here to worship God in the morning. You will not hear me say, look, we need to do it so. Look, we needed to do it that way. Because at the end of the day, I don't want it to be about me. I could probably correct people in the morning before they reach. As they reach, I could correct them for time. I could probably correct them for maybe dress code. Hear what I'm saying? But you know what? I don't bother at that point in time. But not because I turn a blind eye, but because I want God to move. I still want Him to move, even though that will come to turn a blind eye. You might be saying, but Pastor, then there will be nothing in it for me if I come for God's benefit and not for my own benefit. Not really. Secondarily, should it be a benefit for you? You see, you should have something good from God. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But I'm saying it can't be your first benefit. You have to come and give up yourself to do what you have to do for God. You understand? So you see, God honors those who honors Him.
Amen.
So it's automatic. You don't have to put that in a list.
Amen.
It's automatic.
Come on,
you see,
Pastor.
serving God, some trouble might come your way, no, but it's automatic to get blessed.
Yeah.
It's automatic. You don't turn a key on and off. You get it one shot.
Yeah.
This is how God is. So don't have to focus too much on the benefit. Let go.
Yeah.
Let go. Just worship God. Just do what you have to do for God. And let God work.
Yes.
I was telling somebody in church recently, sometimes I don't even know, you know. Somebody come up to me and they say, well, you know, this happened and so forth. I say, look, sister, I didn't even know. And what does that tell me? It's not about me.
Amen.
If I go, I, it's not about me. God wouldn't work.
Yes.
But I'll tell you something. If I know I come here and I focusing on God and you focusing on God, all kind of things will happen. Amen. All kind of things will happen. People will get healed. Yes. People will get delivered. Yes. People, emotional problems will go away.
Yes.
The problems that holding back the mind will go away on its own. It might, as I say, it's good that people will, you see God working and they're shaking up and all kind of thing. It mightn't even need that. In a blink of an eye, God could change something this morning. In a blink of an eye, you just have to hold on and have faith in God. Moving on very quickly. Therefore, the initial benefit is towards God first and then yourself. This is why God often reminds us to surrender ourselves. To surrender our selfish wants and needs to focus on Him. Therefore, if you are not sure about something, then it is not for church. If you are not sure about something, then it is not for church. I'll give you an example. I am not talking about anyone here, but everyone here this morning, and all Christians for that matter. So all of the church here, locally, internationally. Let me spell it out for all that will hear this message this morning. If you are not sure, for example, that your dress is not long enough for church, here is what you need to do. Don't wear it. You see, you wouldn't take up your car, right? If your car have a quarter tank, right? And try to drive that to Togo when you know that in that quarter tank your car reached to Togo. Would you do that? No. So if you're not sure, if you're doing something here, you're not sure, your mind cross, I want to dress long enough, and you're not sure, what do you think you're supposed to do? Don't do it. You can repeat that to anybody else out there when they get that message. Just tell them the message. If they're not sure if they do it in church, don't do it. Somebody. Rocket science? No. But somehow, sometimes, we see some people, you know, once in a while go out of line, and either they don't know about it, they weren't sure about it, or they were certain about it. Divide it up. You have 100%. Equally, 33% sure about it. They're just plain wrong, right? 33% don't know about it, right? So they're not sure about it, and they're not supposed to do it. And 33%, they just didn't know about it completely. So I'm saying 66% instead of 33% is better than 33%. So if they don't know about it completely, well, somebody, the leader or somebody can try to give them wisdom on it. That fix 100%. So if you are not sure about something, do not bring it into the church. Simple? Amen. Simple. Amen. But we're coming on to more that. So we're talking about wearing and everybody well dressed, right? Very good. So I ain't talking about any order, right? Good. So don't do it. If you are not sure if your motive is putting God first in church or even outside there, what are you supposed to do? don't do it. You see, every time somebody curses, so every time, it's not the judgment of cursing, but every time people curse or they choose to do something outside of God, they have to question. It's because they probably didn't question before. They didn't take the 5 seconds. They always say before you get vexed, wait 5 seconds, count to 5. Count the slowest. 1, 2. Count the slowest you could. And by that 5 seconds, hopefully, you'll get back your senses. Because the adrenaline rush and all these things coming into your system. So count the 5 seconds before, right? If you are not sure if you are taking the glory, so this is for the pulpit and otherwise. If you are not sure if you are taking the glory for what should be given to God, what to do? If you're not sure. So I'm saying there is a yes and there is a no. And if you're in between and you're not too sure, don't do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the in-betweens today. What they don't want to tell you is the Bible shows you yes and no. If it's in the middle, no, don't do it. That's what I'm trying to show you this morning. Alright? Why would you do something for church if you weren't sure you were doing it for God? Why would you do it? Question yourself. Think about it. In churches, we need to question ourselves. Pastor, but you're hard on Christians this morning. It is not okay to turn a blind eye if you're not sure. If you're not sure, you can't turn a blind eye. You have to block it. You block it for the time. Do you disagree? No? Yes? If you say yes, let me give you an example again. Okay, so then all the pastors out there should turn a blind eye whenever they see someone in their congregation doing a wrong thing. You agree with that or not? Should I turn a blind eye if I see someone doing something wrong in the congregation? No. You tell me, are they sure about it? I want to hear if they're sure. Are they something sure? Tell me loud. No or yes. I should turn a blind eye. Which one? No. No. Alright, good. I'm just asking. So if one day I see my wife cursing outside somewhere, that won't happen. I'm giving you a hypothetical example. I should still put her up on the praise and worship team without evaluating whether it would be wise to put her up here or not. You tell me yes or no? No. So I need to I can't turn a blind eye when it comes to church. You see, if I see you jumping up in carnival on TV, I'm not putting you up here, no. I'm telling you plain flat straight. I can't put you up here because I'm going to have to answer to God. Yeah. Now the thing is, I might still get away if me see you on TV6 jumping up all over the place. But if I see you jump up, I can't put you up there, brother. Then you agree or not? I agree. You agree. Good, thank you. So you see, these rules, they might be plain obvious, brother. They're plain obvious. But somehow, some people try to hide. Some people try to do all kind of thing. So they want to be out in the world, they want to come here too. And I had to say, well, no. And what's the worst thing people don't like when they tell them?